Hello, hello. Today, I'm going to be talking about taking control of your midlife transition, and I'm going to give you 3 ways in which you can take your power back by changing what you do have control over. Hi, my name is Deb, and welcome to Women Reinventing MidLife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. When we reach the midlife transition, we can feel a little bit lost. We can feel like we lack energy. We can feel confused and even feel like we've lost our mojo. If we don't address this now, then it continues. It can even pop up in our 50s, our 60s, and even beyond that. This is because nothing changes until we change. What I don't mean is changing who we are, because this is the time to lean into our true selves. It's the time to stand in our own power and be who we really are. This is the empowerment of this stage of life. But what I do mean might need to change is maybe the way you're thinking, maybe the way you're looking at things, maybe your beliefs, your habits, your behaviors, the things that you're doing and you're not doing. If we continue to believe the same, think the same, do the same thing, then nothing changes. But by focusing on what we do have control and influence over, which is only ourselves and all those things that I just mentioned, then we can take control of our own midlife transition and enjoy the process in a much, much more empowered way. So today I'm going to give you 3 ways in which you can take your power back by changing what you do have control and influence over. And the first is your mindset. Check in with your mindset. Notice the kind of narratives that you're buying into, the kind of stories that you're buying into. If you're buying into the negative narratives that seem to attach themselves to this phase of life, narratives like it's a crisis, or menopause is a nightmare, or youth is more valued, if you buy into those narratives, it's going to affect the way you feel in a negative way. So really check in with the kind of stories that you're listening to about this phase of life, and look for the positive stories, because there's plenty of them out there, plenty of positive stories about this phase of life and how it's the most empowering time of your life, how it's the best time of your life. There's plenty of stories out there. Link into those and notice how it changes the way you're viewing what you're going through right now. The second way is to check in with your belief system, because if we buy into negative narratives too many times, then it creates an internal belief, and our beliefs create our reality. A belief is simply a story that we tell ourselves. It's neither true nor untrue. But I want to let you know now that any of those negative narratives that I just mentioned are not true. But if we buy into them, then it can become a belief, and that can limit our experience. I remember when I was in my 40s and I was talking to a lovely woman who was post-menopause. And I was talking about how I couldn't wait until menopause because I was having problems with my periods back then. She said to me, don't look forward to it because it's when you start to look old. And guess what? When I reached post-menopause, I started looking for all the signs of aging, and I was finding them too. That's how powerful our belief system is. So start to explore your belief system. Look at where it might be limiting your experience of this phase of life, because it is a really empowering phase of life when you're looking at it in the right way. Check in with your own belief system. Notice where they might be limiting you and start to shift some of those beliefs. Start to adopt some new empowering beliefs that are really going to help you see life in a very different way, and so experience it in a different way. And if you need some help with this, check out the notes underneath the video, and I'm going to leave a link where you can connect with me. Now, before I go into the third tip, please remember to subscribe to this channel if you're finding this content helpful, because it supports me in bringing more of this helpful content to you. Okay, the third way in which you can take control of what you do have influence over is the things that you're doing and you're not doing. What you have been doing up until this point has got you so far. But the only way we're going to change what we're experiencing right now is by changing what we're doing. Just remember, as we get older, things do change. Our environment changes. What we're experiencing through life changes. Our body changes. So that might mean that we need to change some of the things that we're doing. So check in with what it is that you want to change. Maybe it's your health that you want to change. You might want to be stronger or have more energy. Maybe you want to get your mojo back around your career and enjoy your work again. Maybe you want to improve your relationships. Maybe you want to have more clarity around what you want to have next. So let's give an example. If it's your health that wants to change, then, if you want to have more energy, think about what you've been doing up until now to have energy. And if it's not working, then obviously something needs to change. So maybe if you've been eating a certain way or moving your body in a certain way, remember our body changes as our hormones change. So maybe you need to start eating differently or moving your body in a different way. And that might mean that it's in time to do a little bit of research to find out what to change. If you want to have more clarity, if you want to change some aspects of your life, but you're not sure what, you're happy, but you don't know what it is that you want instead. So you're looking for more clarity. Think about what you've been doing to gain that clarity that you're missing. If you've been reading books or attending free workshops or attending free webinars, but nothing is changing for you, then maybe you need to change it up a bit with what you're doing. Maybe it's time to join a course or join a program where you do get more support and encouragement from someone who's actually been through the same thing or can help you through this process of gaining clarity. And if you are in a program or a course and you're still not gaining that clarity, then maybe it's time to reach out to your coach and ask more questions or ask for the kind of support that you need. Remember, nothing changes until we change, and it's about focusing on what we do have control and influence, which is only ourselves. Nothing is ever external. Everything is always internal. And by focusing on what we do have control and influence over, which is ourselves, what we think, the way we're looking at something, what we believe about something, the actions we're taking and not taking, then we give ourselves the greater possibility to really thrive in this phase of life. If you found this content helpful, please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on the next video. Thank you for joining me. Lots of love to you, and I'll look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye-bye.